Hey guys, welcome back to Zielonka, episode 38. We are just starting off with a small cultivating contract, which we can do in the background with a helper while we crack on with the harvest. So he's going to get on with that. Before we start the harvest, here we go, we can see what we've got to do. So we've got canola up in field 44. I've got oats in all of the other fields, 51, 89, 72, 3, 6 and 77. So that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to try and collect up as much straw as possible for our straw production. Which is why I'm doing some of the oats first, so we can get that production working, as the best time to sell the stuff that comes out of there is in August. So we've got the trailer there ready to collect it all up. We've got the oats, we've got the cultivating contract going in the background. I'm just going to get this going on its own because there's something else I wanted to do as well. We want to lease a forage wagon to collect all the straw. So, helps if I go to the right page. Given we're on a class farm, I'm going to go with the class. I like rhinestones, we'll go wide. Actually, we won't, we're only leasing it. We don't want any plates. Okay, lease, yes, okay. Right, so this is ready for us to go and collect the straw up for the production. And there's one more thing I would like to do with you guys before we get going is we've got all the oats, and I was just going to sell them, but then I thought, why do that? Why don't we do something extra? And I've downloaded a mod I've not used before, so I thought it was an opportunity to do something more. I must have scrolled past it. More interesting. Oh, where is it? Maybe it hasn't downloaded fully when I reopen the game. Okay, so I will have to go away, come back. I obviously haven't selected it when I've opened up the game. So I will go and do that in a minute. And then we can load that when we come back. Right, here is the loading wagon ready to collect all of the straw. How is the harvester doing for capacity? 44%, okay. Okay, so we're nearly done here, so I will finish this one off. Then we can collect the money. There are some other contracts which we can look at in a second when I collect the payment for this. They're either baling or harvesting. So depending on how we do with our harvesting, we could do some of those. Right, there we are. Lift and fold. Now if we go to contracts, there we are, £1,300. So there's 3 harvesting ones: a wheat, canola and a barley, but they're all small, 11, 16 and 65. So 11 is right next to where we are now. Oh no, 16 is next to where we are now, so they're both small, and 65 is sizable. How much was that? £5,000 for barley. So we maybe will have time to do that later. So let's 62%, so open cover, what we can do is collect up our oats. There we go. Once we've got most of those oats, we can leave the trailer and then we can go and collect up the straw. But what I obviously need to do is go out of the game, obviously tick the mod that I downloaded so that we can use it in this gameplay, because I want to make flour. That'll help us get to our 10 million target quicker, and it will be another mod that I have never used before for us to try out. So I'm going to go away and do that, and I'll come back to you guys in a little while. Right guys, welcome back. We've just filled up the trailer with our oats. I have been and ticked the mod that we want to use or try using. So when we get over here, oh my goodness, the harvest is already full up nearly. Right. Okay, let's mark him up here. Let's just leave that to wait while we do our construction. Okay, construction. So, because we've only got a small spot, I wanted a small-ish production that would do the flour. There, I think I've just gone past it. Here we are. So, this one looks a bit like the one I've got on my other map, so I thought I'd try this one. I don't. There appears to be a square there. I'm assuming to unload pallets, but then there's also a drain that empties out here as well. Don't know, maybe is that pig food, I guess, I don't know. So I'm thinking if I put this in the middle, I can get to all the points. Right, so here's my windmill. How does the wrong menu. How does the production work? So we can do wheat on 5 to 4, barley on 30 to 23, oat on 50 to 19. That's why I always do 8, because it normally goes up rather than down. And so does sorghum on this mod, 15 to 16. You can do the oils, but we've already got an oil mill. And then it gives, you can also get pig food, which we won't use. Right, so let's try and empty my oats. Oh, do we need to actually open it? Storage is empty. Open the door. Right. Yes. There you go. Okay. So oats going in. So if we activate the oat production, and I'm assuming, let's see, well, I'm assuming it's going to be normal peak time for flour, December 2000. Okay. Still going because we've got the really slow trailer. It looks kind of cool though, doesn't it? Very run down. Right. So, oh, don't tell me we're full up. Is the production full up? Wow, look at that. We've filled it up already. Okay, so the rest of the oats will have to go into our silo. There you go. So that looks like a cool little production, but it has a very small capacity. So what we'll do is we'll pop around here to the silo. We'll empty out the trailer and then we'll go and catch up with the combine. It's funny, isn't it, how some modders give you a really massive capacity, like with the straw production, and then other mods you get a tiny capacity. Okay, right, fantastic. So we did field 50. We're working through the big field 89. Where is the combine? Okay. So we'll let him get going. And I will take the straw to the straw production. And it looked like there was a couple of pallets that needed moving. So I'll crack on with that and I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Right guys, welcome back. I just thought I'd give you a progress report. We're on 72 and 76 right now. We've already emptied the harvester once, and as you can see the lights are flashing, so it'll soon be empty at the end of the field, which is good because you can see on the right hand side the trailer is nearly full. So that's where we're up to. Right now we've got the mulcher running on field 89. We did do field 50 first, and something happened to me for the very first time ever, which is a bummer, but it's a lesson learned and something I'll show you guys when we get around to it. But we're about to finish this trailer off here, so right, let's park that there. And now let's get this little fella. Tell me I can drive on the track. Yes. Right, there we go. You can see on the left hand side the field where I did the headlands around. Oh, you're joking. Well, I'm not going to go and drive in the field. So we'll dismiss the worker. There we are. So because of the kind of the narrow trails around the edge of the fields, at the telegrass poles at the top end there, I did a headland, kind of a combined headland around both fields. Right, so what we'll do is we'll bring in the auger. You will see me finish this field, and I will line the harvester up to start on the next one. But in the meantime, I need to empty out both the trailers for both the oats and the straw. So that's ready. Oh, don't walk into the header. Let's take the oats to the silo, and then we can get on with harvesting again while I go and deal with the straw. and I can show you what happened to me on the way to the silo. So I started, and it would have happened either way, but I started the mulcher on this side of the field, and the AI proceeded to overlap and mulch the top of this field, the top of this field, and the top of that field. So note to self, when you've got narrow fields, go back to the AI quickly, or don't leave them for very long, because they will mulch the fields next to them. So I've lost out on a little bit of crop on all the fields, but it's just one of those things, right? You know, it happens. In real life it wouldn't be. I would have accidentally mulched it, but maybe it had rained too hard and the seed would have not germinated, which is something that happens a lot in the region where I am. If you've got water basins in a certain part of the field, in the winter, you know, with your winter wheat or your canola, unfortunately you don't always get a crop in the whole of the field. So I will pay for my mistake by having mulched some of my crop, but yes, it's never happened to me before, ever. So pay attention in future if you've got an AI doing mulching. And this trailer is nearly finished. Can have a cup of tea while that empties, can't you? It's crazy. Yeah, so it's a little bit embarrassing, but like I said, in real life it would be something else. It wouldn't be mulching. So let's get this trailer over next to the harvester, and then he can start while I empty the straw at the production. Right. Helper's going. I will now get on and take this straw. And once this field's done, and I've collected all the straw, we'll still have the canola over there in the distance to harvest before the end of the day. So let me get this straw to the straw production, and I will, as I always say, come back to you guys in a little while. Hey guys, welcome back. We're just finishing off the last of the oats. You can see we've got the 800 doing the mulching in the field next to us. The harvester here was just full at the end of the row, so we've just started emptying it out. But you can see this is going to be our last pass. And then we've just got a little bit of straw left to clear up, and then we can start doing the canola. So there we are. So we can now pull off. Right. This is full, so I can go and take this to the straw production, which I think is getting really close to being full. We've really got a lot of straw off of all of these fields, and I have just topped up the water for that production as well. So I'm just thinking out loud, I'm just going to leave this here, because I'm imagining that the harvester is going to be full any second. There we go. Right. let's take this down and empty it out. In the trailer, and then I can take it over to the canola field where we can start doing the canola. However, I'm going to have to get this out of the way of the other class, which is just going to come up here doing the mulching any minute. So let's just put this over here for a second. I am going to go and take the oats. I'm going to take the straw. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go and take the oats, then I'm going to stop this. Actually, I'm going to do it now. Because as soon as that turns around, it will mulch the straw that I haven't yet collected. So if I just dismiss the worker for a second. Right. I'm going to go and deal with the oats and the straw. I will finish off these fields and I'll come back to you when we're doing the canola. Speak to you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just doing the headland on the canola. I finished the straw. As luck would have it, we got to 497,000 litres and we were basically right at the end. So the capacity for that production is 500,000 litres. So it's a good job we switched it on earlier on in the day. The oats I've emptied into the silo, and we'll top that up in the production as needed. The mulching is all done, except for obviously the field we're now harvesting. So I've already brought the mulcher over. You can see to the left there the trailer to take the canola from the harvester, although looking at the capacity so far, only 28,000 litres. I'm wondering if we're going to get close to getting this field done without having to empty it into the trailer. I also took, just before I started this field, a trailer full of potatoes to the potato production. So I've got about 17,000 litres left in my silo, and I'm assuming I will be close to using up all of those potatoes in the processing plant by tomorrow. And we know we do in August we start the potato harvest. So obviously we had just enough potatoes last time round to get us through a whole 12 months. I don't think this time I've harvested or planted quite as many, so we won't have enough potatoes for a whole 12 months worth of production next year. Right, what are we up to? 42%. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to have to empty it, aren't we? Because we've had 2 long passes, so we will have to empty the harvester. Right, let's turn it around. So we will assess if there's any contracts nearby after I've done this for us to do. We've got a little bit of time left in the day. It's only 2:45 game time, so we could probably get another contract done, and that would help pay for the helpers we've used throughout the day to do the mulching and the harvesting, while we've been running around collecting the straw, which you can't get helpers to do. So I'm going to crack all this. I'll come back to you in a little while. Hey guys, welcome back. We're hopefully you can see we're doing a contract. We finished our own canola field, and then I popped up here to field 28. It wasn't far away. We already had canola in the trailer, so it made sense just to pop up, quickly do this contract, and the canola from this field wanted to go to the oil mill where we were delivering our own canola. So I could do 2 deliveries in one go. Right, fantastic. So I just need to drop all of this now down at the oil mill. As we popped up here, I got the class with the mulcher running on the canola field. So I'm assuming that's finished. Yeah, look, I can see in the distance that's stationary. So we've finished the mulching on that field as well now. So it's been a busy day. We've harvested all of the oats. We've installed a production. We've got that going. It looks like there's a small little patch we need to go back and get with the mulcher. So we've also collected 500,000 litres of straw. I haven't got that going through the straw production, so that in August and September we can sell hats, bags and crates. So that should make us some money in the short term. At this point I'm not going to do cultivating until I've worked out what I'm putting on what fields. Then when I've done that, I'll decide which ones need to be cultivated, because obviously if we're just sowing with a seeder, the horse is a direct drill, but the horse planter is not, I don't believe. And obviously if we're doing root crops, we'll need to cultivate as well. So I'm hoping right now, as we empty this out, it will count towards the contract. Then we'll get payment for we won't get payment for any of it, will we? It'll just go into the oil mill as our extra production. There we are, contract's finished. So we can take payment on that while that's filling up. Production, we've got enough in the preserves factory to keep that going. Potatoes we'll harvest next month, so we should have enough to keep that going, and we've got plenty in the soup factory. Oil mill, we've obviously just topped up the canola, and we'll harvest sunflowers at the end there. We've got the straw production going, and oat flour is going as well. So fantastic, we've had a lot going on. Have we got anything else? No, look, and here we've got handbags and hats for us to sell in August, and our first crate, straw crate. Flour, we've had our first 4 pallets. I've just put to one side. Obviously flour sells at the best time, I think in December or January, the same as when the oats sell. So very productive day. I think that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.